Hi F2Pers, it's Goodfellow here from F2P.com, and today we are checking out Winterfrost Legacy from R2 Games. It is a free-to-play RPG style point-and-click team building MMO. I have played it for quite a few hours to do a review, so this is more of a first look for people that haven't seen it as opposed to a first look for me. I already know what to expect. Although as an R2 Games RPG, pretty much already know what to expect before I even started playing it anyway. So, the reason I'm starting on the browser page is because once I went into the game, I've accidentally chosen a character. And there's three different classes that you can choose from. And I suppose while we're here, I can just kind of show you the guides. There you go. So the classes, you can have a mage, you've got a rogue, you've got a shaman, and a warrior. I've accidentally clicked the warrior, which is fine because I didn't play the warrior last time. But once I hit play now, it's going to take me straight into it and then start almost jumping straight into the narrative and stuff. I might have already missed a bit, I don't know. The game is extremely automated, as you are about to find out. So it is a browser-based game, it is free to play. It has just come out of the alpha, which is what we tested. I don't know whether they're classifying it as being in beta now. I don't know. Looks like they might just be saying it's fully up now. So anyway, so yeah, so here we go. Server launch. There we go. That's a bit of an indicator. So play now. Boom. There we go. And we're jumping straight into the game. You get a bit of music in the background, but I've got it turned down so you won't be able to hear it particular. So the character's default NPC name is Mercedes. So it's fine. Okay, so awakening in progress. So we are this dude who's awakening. I'm not going to tell you too much about the narrative. I'm going to kind of let the game tell you in part until I get bored of it, and then we'll see. So, as ever, S4 Marseille, yeah. Click to continue. Who are you? I am Ardain. For centuries we Guardians have watched this land where our power once wanes and a new threat rises. It is time to return home. I gave up the throne many years ago. I can never go back. If you do not return, your family will die. It may already be too late. Okay, so this is completely automated, not touch it now, and you can see the kind of glitchy, blurry graphics. That's not just the recording. I am actually seeing that. The refresh rate and the load rate is quite poor. And so you kind of notice quite a few of these glitches and graphic issues throughout. But I guess it's probably because these are traditionally Asian RPGs, so I don't know, maybe the servers are kind of all loaded up over there, but yeah, it looks pretty bad when it's doing us. So one of the things I always like about these games is the backgrounds and the environments. They are always really, really well designed. They all look like, you know, pretty much concept art. I mean, that this isn't moving is a bit poor, and the fact that they spent so much time designing all that stuff just for us to kind of run past it and never see it again kind of begs the question whether there was not more productive ways to spend developers and designers' times, but hey ho. So yeah, autopathing everywhere. Reese, is that you? You've grown so tall. I knew you'd come back and save us. Save you? What happened? Where's father? Strange enemies attacked Linport. Father and the Royal Watch are holding them off while the people flee. These enemies, I don't think they're mortal. Well, that's to be expected, because one of the kind of tropes with a lot of R2 games RPGs is that it is generally the heavens versus the hells. It's always demons invading from somewhere, and then you get some astral gods or guardians or whatever they call them for that particular RPG. You get to usually recruit them as part of your team. So, Ghoul Warlord. So we'll talk about the kind of the graphics and the animations, the NPC graphics. They don't look bad, but they're very pixel based in comparison to what essentially everything else, like I said, looks like concept art, which looks really cool. And the frames on these, the kind of, you know, the animations, it is quite jerky. It looks dated, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So our guy, it's even running, and that's not lag. That's not like there's load. You know, they're just kind of missing frames for the animations. So anyway, gets to use skills. Number 1, poof, yeah. And then he does that, and I am basically using this, which is my basic attack skill. There you go. Don't get used to her, she won't be here in a minute. Yeah, this is the holy light, evil guardians, why are you here? This vengeance is misplaced, turn your legions back. So yeah, so when I use my, pretty much my basic attacks, I build up rage, and then I get to use my rage attacks. So this one uses rage 20. And these are more powerful, and they do stuff like attack everybody in a row. So I'll kind of speak on, kind of touch upon on things as we go. So if you're kind of familiar with these types of RPGs, or if you're not, essentially what happens is you recruit NPCs. In this case, I believe they're called mercenaries, usually from a tavern. For some reason, always a tavern. Bit of a D&D trope, but it is what it is. And you get new characters into your party. And so with I might as well talk about the skills section. Yeah, okay. So we get skill points. There we go. So level 1 we unlock that, and then when do we unlock it? Basically, we don't. It's a talent tree, but it upgrades at set levels. I can't choose which order I upgrade stuff. I have to upgrade them in the same level. It's a completely pointless feature because unless you get to reset it, but I don't see the point because so I have to get to level 55 to get that one. It says at the bottom, get to level 28. It's like, why even give me the option? Why make me go in and click it? Why not just automatically upgrade it? Unless it's just to tell you, oh, this is what it now does, but it's still kind of redundant. It makes it look like a talent tree, and it just isn't. But yeah, so you can drag new skills to your skill bar and stuff like that. So as I was saying, which kind of jumping back into it, it's gonna kind of make more sense in a moment. Oh, yeah. See, these look really good. They look pretty detailed, look pretty cool. It's just the animations are just like really shoddy. And all these characters, they all look good. Always makes me question how many of these are kind of used in other RPGs, though. Or whether it's absolutely unique concept art every time, or whether it's kind of like, oh, I'll choose a bit of that one, choose a bit of that one. Anyway, so jumping back into battle, as I was saying, when you've got a party, they will go into different positions. So in this case, you can see we've got a party of 4. And so we've got our guardian, who's currently in the middle, which is not the best place for him. He's a warrior, he's a frontline attacker. Whereas this is your back line, this is your middle central line. I think it's these 3 your middle, and then these 2 your front. And so obviously characters have to attack through the front to get to the middle, and through the middle to get to the back, unless you're a mage, in which case you might automatically cast at the back, and different ways like that. So the game revolves around getting NPCs and filling these slots, and you get to choose the position and stuff, but we'll kind of check that out later. I'm not sure at which point you unlock formations, but yes, this is all kind of automated. I never get to control the NPCs, even when they're part of your team, even when they are ones that you have recruited. You have pretty much no control over them whatsoever. You get to upgrade them to make them stronger, which is fine, but you get to control your NPC. Or you can click auto, which unlock auto challenge at level 36. Ugh, really? Oh, so he's doing it anyway. So if I run out of time, it's just going to automatically do it. But yeah, so auto basically means that they will choose when they attack with their basic skill or with their rage. Why it unlocks later, I don't know. Basically, it just starts making the game easier to level as it gets more difficult to level. So as you kind of need more XP to reach the next level, they start making it easier to get it. And there's so many automated features where you can just pretty much not play. Oh god, that goes really glitchy and pixel. That's awful. So with these games, I would say the main concept, because they are very similar, all these RPGs, and I kind of see it, and it's fine if you like these kind of games, and there's I suppose people have a reason for liking them. They're not my cup of tea. Every time I play them, it's kind of like, okay, it's going to be exactly the same, as last time, but whatever. I don't know whether they're playing them for the new narrative, because the mechanics are almost exactly the same in each of these RPGs. You build up battle rank, you get NPCs, you upgrade the NPCs, you upgrade gear, you upgrade mounts. But the story is different. But the story just isn't that different either. The story's like all generally quite similar. So kind of when you like with other MMORPGs, and it's it's a WoW clone, it's this clone, it's that clone. With these, they literally do feel like clones. It's so ridiculous how similar the mechanics and the features are. But anyway, so this is, there you go. Woo, yeah, woo, we'll fly away. See this nice bit of concept art? Nice bit of concept art gone. How much time did it take somebody to draw that? And again, it makes me think, like, have they used that in another RPG at some point? Anyway. Okay, so we've unlocked our mount. Huzzah! Let's check our mount target. Oh, okay, we've got it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, oh no, that's not us. But because everybody looks the same, there's no character customization whatsoever. So we will look like that in a moment when we've got that mount. There we go. This is our mount. It's just a weird deer. And we get to ascend it, which increases everything. Woo! We can ascend it, and that will basically make it better. So, your mounts, obviously, you ride around on. You pick up gear, and essentially every feature that you get upgrades your skills or your stats. So whether it's a mount or a pet or armor or weapons, they all do exactly the same thing. They've just got a different name. The only difference is with the mounts is that you can see a visual icon. And later on, like at level 52, I think you get wings, which, whatever, amazing. Always seems to be a big thing. Oh yeah, I got wings. Like, don't really care. Wings, it's fine. Okay, so auto pathing. This is going to take us into combat now. With these, win in 8 turns. So this isn't for this battle. There will be, I think it's 3 battles that I have to fight for this kind of area, this level, this stage, whatever you want to call it. So I need to try and defeat these guys in 8 turns. So at the moment, I've not got enough rage, so I have to use that one. And he's going to do whatever he does. He builds up his own range, so you can hover over him. And through the character sheet and stuff like that, you can see what kind of skills and abilities he does, who he will prioritize, what kind of damage it will do, whether he's a back row fighter, that kind of thing. So there we go. So it's taken us 2 turns so far to clear that wave. And we got vouchers, not tickets. We get vouchers for doing it in that many turns. Boom. So we're on a good rate here. We're managing to clear him in 2 turns. And then we have to fight kind of the same again, but then with a boss. So the third fight always has a boss. So we've got 4 turns to kill this person, but obviously they have a lot more hit points. They will hit harder, but the early level opponents, just they're not that tough, so we're not going to die. See, they're barely injuring us. That's not really a problem for us. And I keep clicking this, but I can use 1 and 2. I can use the keyboard as well if I wish. So there we go, 1 in 8 turns. Huzzah! We got some tickets now. Again, the thing with the game that bugs me is that everybody that gets to this point, they all had exactly the same abilities, exact same level, same gear, same character. They can only do 2 attacks. So everybody is going to defeat that in the same amount of turns. Everybody's going to get vouchers for it. So if the gameplay, and this type of gameplay is kind of similar kind of throughout the entire game. That's pretty much how it works. That because it's so linear, the leveling up, that is essentially how it's always going. God, we're level 21 already. Crikey, that's what, just coming up on 15 minutes into the game and we're level 21. So it does slow down a little bit later on, but not that much. I think it took us maybe just over 2 hours to get to level 52, although I'm not sure what the cap is on this game now. So yeah, so I was saying, it's linear, so everybody's having exactly the same experience. The experience that I'm having now is exactly the same experience that I had when I played it last time. I've just got a different character that they just sit in different position in the party. There's no replayability to this game whatsoever. I don't even know if you can actually make a second character. You might be able to, but I don't know. I tried to look at going back to the character creation screen before, but couldn't see it. So there you go. So I can now unlock this new skill. Brilliant. Ooh. There we go. So yeah, so it's all the same story. Going to go through exactly the same areas. Get the same quests, same rewards every time. I believe. I'm saying this. I actually it wasn't the most memorable, so maybe I am going a different direction. I can't remember. So I like that these are D&D Drider, kind of from legs down, from the waist upwards, humanoid, and then waist down, spiders. That is literally, a D&D. I think it might even be Forgotten Realms Faerun. I don't know. Might be actually just D&D canon in general. So here we go. So we've got a new ability that we can use. Ooh, and that does a front. What is this? This is a front single damage. So that just annihilates somebody with. This is good for a boss essentially. And now build up a bit more rage. Seems though my basic attack killed these as quick as my my big power attack. It was kind of a waste of that power attack. You kind of build that up for the boss. So yeah, I'm getting gear, fighting more dudes. This does random, so why not? Ooh, yeah, so we just killed everybody in one shot. So this guy's pretty tough in comparison to the, I think it was the Shaman I chose last time. Yeah, I want to use it. There we go. So I built up quite a bit of rage now. So he's a single target, so I know that I'm going to be able to attack him with boom, half his health. Man, this guy sucks now in comparison. But he's a tank. He's like my kind of defender. He's not a very good one in comparison to me. So I'm going to bust through these, see what other features are open. So this is one of the other things that does kind of frustrate me a little. Well, not frustrate me because I'm not really bothered because I don't really play the game. And by don't really play the game, I don't play the game at all. Is that the features that you unlock. Hold on, let's stop for a second. There we go. Let's see, even the movement just looks. So I kind of unlock these features as I progress. So let's just have a little look through them. So you've got your character, you'll get new gear, and at the moment we've got that weapon and that mask. So those are my stats. My stats relate to. Do I have? There we go. My power. So power, battle ranking, battle rating, it's all the same kind of thing. My pack, I've got some items, so can't use that at the moment. That's an ascension item. Mount ascension, so that levels up my mount. And when I level up my mount, it does change, so it'll change into a completely different animal. Level 30, so that'll unlock at level 30. So that's my pack. Skills we've already seen, so I don't need to show you that again. Mercs, there you go. So I might as well have a look at the mercs. So this is who we've got at the moment, Elgray. It gives you an idea of his class, gives you his artifacts, and you can level up artifacts. So like you can level up items, you level up artifacts as well, to give them more power. Slowly we will unlock abilities, and your new mercs will add down the line. We've not got the tavern yet, so we don't actually get to check that out for actually summoning new mercenaries. So there we go. We've got the shop, and see, this is my thing. This was clearly used for a Christmas themed something, because it's just a shop. I don't know, Winterfrost Legacy. Maybe they just decide, oh, winter, Christmas, fine. But again, it makes me wonder, have you not just used this somewhere else, like for a Christmas thing? But anyway, I don't really care. So there you go. You've got different stuff that you can buy with what they call gems, crystals, something or other, premium currency anyway. So let's continue. So the thing with the features is that they unlock one by one. It's like some of them just have them all accessible from the beginning. Stuff like skills and character sheets and inventory and your NPCs and stuff like that. It's like, why make it like it's such a big thing to unlock them when I'm going to unlock them in 10 minutes of gameplay that I don't have to do anything to concentrate on? So, just little things like that. The game is just so oddly structured. Oh, there we go. We've got our tavern, so we can check that out. So that's what I'm saying. We've got our tavern. I think it's because it's so linear that they don't want you to deviate from it too much. They want you to kind of play it in a very structured, samey order. So the tavern, there we go. So we'll have a look at this now. So we can get different NPCs and add them to the group. So we now have. There we go. Check our mercs out. Oh right, because we've got that now, we've got the team formation. So we've got the party. So we get to choose the order. Okay, we need to drag them in. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'm trying to show people this. Do you mind? Okay, we'll use that. Thank you. So we're going party. So we get to swap them around, and depending on where they sit, we can. Oh, we can't take him out. I think. Oh, what was that? Okay, so it's showing my power rating go down as well. So depending on where he sits, it doesn't actually matter yet, I don't think. Okay, you open up. So this is just your party. I think you open up formations later, and you get bonuses depending on which position people are in. You can, you know, if you've got like I mean, I don't know exactly what the type of bonuses are, but you know, you might get improved attack or improved crits and stuff like that. But it's not just where you sit; it's where you sit in relation with other characters as well. So this kind of, I mean, that's the only element of strategy in the game, realistically. And the other places, so you'll unlock all those hex tabs as you level up. You get to kind of place them in your positions and decide kind of where you want folk. So mercs, we can now see we've got these two guys, and we'll be able to level them up at some point. So we'll jump into another battle and show how it works with 3 people, which is pretty much just the same. But I think the new guy, I don't know, his name was like Elrod or something. He is an assassin, I believe. So here we have Attalus. Daddy, it's my fault, I told him to do it. Fool, rascal, I should teach you a lesson. For a god, you certainly act like a child. The dialogue is poor. So this is his daughter. Oh, okay. Oh, I think he's, after we're trying to help and get the elves on our side, he's just going to go nuts on us. I'll try to anyway. We're going to just destroy him in a minute. Rawr! Why even bother? So yeah, so they'll build up their own rage, and then they'll unlaunch? Probably just standard launch. Launch their crits. And there we go. Hopefully finish this round. There. So, oh god, how much health has he got left? He's got nothing. So, combat is pretty much the same throughout, and there are different combat features. So obviously there's PvP and go away. There's PvP and there's PvE. So with the PvP, you go into the arena. You can only do it so many times. I think you then have to like refresh it, and I don't know, you can buy energy or something like that probably. And you play against another player's team. You don't play against the other player. It is just their default team that they have built. So if somebody attacks me, literally it's just based on the position that I have my guys, how I've managed to level them up, what gear they're currently wearing, that kind of thing. But essentially, fighting PvP, it's the same. It's the same AI. It's just fighting against AI. It's automatically controlled. But you earn, I think, gold and ranking. You know, so you'll kind of level up. And then you earn prizes and stuff. The higher you get. So the PvP is essentially the same as the PvE. Then you have dungeons. You have something called chaos chess, where as you go through the world, you will meet new bosses. I'm going to carry on going while I'm talking. You'll meet new bosses, and then they become like these chess pieces, and you can fight them one at a time, and you get kind of prizes and stuff for defeating them. But again, they are the combat is just the same. There's no difference to fighting against them or the quests or the PvP. And you've got what's it got? It's like some tower thing. It's like the crypt, I think it is, where you've got to fight through different levels. Again, these are all features that kind of renamed, but are in pretty much every RPG from R2 Games. So you just got to keep fighting through these different levels and going as long as you can, getting as deep as you can, and earning rewards for going, as long as possible. So there we go. So we pretty much just recruited the elves. Now we're going to try and recruit the orcs. All this to basically assemble the army to fight these demon fallen guardians, essentially what they are. And as we go, so what are we at now? We're at level 34. So there we go. Let's jump into some battle, because I think we've unlocked let's auto path. And now we can click auto. Oh, level 36. Okay. Well, I mean, it's literally just the same thing, guys. So it doesn't really matter that much. But that's pretty much the game. There's not much else to it. So unless you're actually reading all the narrative stuff, then it is just clicking. It's automating for the NPCs. It is automated combat. And when you're fighting against players, you probably need to be... not just players. When you get a little bit further down the line, you kind of... it maybe pays to be a little bit more attentive and not auto-fight, but... we got to level 52 without ever having to... once we got to level 36, we got to level 52 without having to come off the automated combat. So, kind of just is indicative of how easy the game is. And then that's it. I mean, the end game content, we've explained what the kind of main PvP and PvE features are. They're pretty much the same as everything else. So, as far as I'm concerned, the game is way too linear, way too similar to every other RPG from R2 Games out there. These Asian kind of import games, and all around just generally quite meh. It's boring. If you like these kind of games, if you like, I'm trying to think, League of Angels, I guess that's probably like one of the more popular ones. Wartune, if you like these games, then you will like Winterfrost Legacy without a doubt. But if you're hoping for something different from them, then that's not what you're gonna get. So there you go. That's pretty much first look. It's my first impression of it, what I feel about the game. But it is free to play. You just go on the website, sign up, and you will jump straight into the game. So check it out for yourself. You've seen the video, and let us know what you think in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, if you found it informative at least, then please give us a thumbs up and a like, and hit that subscribe button. And you can check out all our reviews, news, and good stuff as soon as we put it on YouTube, or you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter at f2pcom, or our official website over at f2p.com. So thank you guys for watching. I have been Goodfellow. You have been you. This has been Winterfrost Legacy, and hopefully we shall see you in the next video. Bye bye!